What's going on, YouTube? Taco Tuesday, and you know what that means. We're going to take a look at the best NFL player props available for Week 11 on Prizepicks. And we're going to start things off with none other than Darnell Mooney, 48.5 receiving yards. We're taking the over here. Typically, I'm a little bit skeptical of taking wide receiver overs in low volume passing games, but this spot just sets up so incredibly well for Darnell Mooney that I am willing to risk it for the proverbial biscuit. Honestly, Justin Fields is having a Lamar Jackson-esque ascension right now, and every piece of this offense is on an upward trend because of that. 29 plus points in 3 straight games. I'm expecting the Bears to stay hot here in a road spot. They're favored by 3.5 points, and the Falcons are the only team in the league right now allowing over 200 yards per game to opposing wide receivers. They have the 32nd ranked pass defense in the league. We all know that Fields can get it done in a prolific manner on the ground, but his efficiency as a passer has also gone up in recent weeks. Through the first 6 weeks of the season, Fields' completion percentage was below 52% in 4 out of the first 6 games. Week 7 on, he's hit his stride right around that path. He's been over 60% in 4 straight games. He's also had 2 of his best yards per attempt games over the last 3 weeks. Like I said, this is the absolute nut matchup for the Bears passing game. Darnell Mooney's gone over this line in 6 out of his last 7 games. I know that the volume isn't necessarily high for this offense, but 28% target share for Darnell Mooney, that's elite. That's top 10 in the league. When Fields does throw the ball, more often than not, he is looking Darnell Mooney's way. I don't think that changes this week. Mooney to the moon, over 48.5 receiving yards. Lock that in. If you guys have been enjoying the Prizepicks content we've been doing on the channel lately, man, drop a like, let us know. It does help us out a ton. And if you're new here, subscribe. We are on the path to 600, just crossed 500 last week. We're already up to like 540, 550. So, I mean, every one of you helps, and we really do appreciate the recent growth. Thank you all. All right, 2 more props for today's video, both of which are coming from the passing yards category. First and foremost, Danny Dimes, and we're going to rock another over here at 185.5 passing yards. It's been an up and down season for Daniel Jones, but this Giants team continues to get it done week in, week out. 7-2 right now, 3rd best record in the NFC, and after last night's upset that yielded the Eagles their first loss of the season, you got to be thinking that the Giants are looking at their schedule right now, dead in the water Lions team coming to town 1 game back from a potential division lead in a tightly contested NFC East. This is quietly a really big game for New York, right? And luckily for Mr. Dimes here, the Detroit Lions are trotting out an absolutely abysmal pass defense. 6th most passing yards allowed per game this season, 2nd most over the last 3 weeks, and an offense for Detroit that is at least good enough to keep this game competitive. I think the spot sets up pretty well for Darius Slayton. Maybe Wan'Dale Robinson gets cooking here. Kenny Golladay revenge game. You know, I don't know, man. I think that the risk here is that New York decides to feed Saquon as much as they did last week. 35 rush attempts for Barkley against Houston. They just literally relentlessly were running the ball down Houston's throat. But this is a team with playoff aspirations. Giving Barkley 30 plus touches per week is not sustainable. They're going to need him for the postseason, and Detroit is just so beatable that they can lean on Danny Dimes here. It also wouldn't shock me to see Barkley be more involved as a pass catcher as well, coming off of a season low 1-target game. Jones has gone over this prop in 5 out of 9 games this year, but this is the best matchup on the board, so we're adding it to the card. Over 185.5 passing yards for Daniel Jones. Finally, last prop for this video, we're going to mix an under in here on Derek Carr at 245.5. Look, I'm going to just tell you right now, this dude Derek Carr is not throwing for over 245 yards in this spot. Denver has the league's best pass defense right now. Patrick Surtain has been absolutely locking dudes up every single week, and there's only one player on the Raiders offense right now to deal with. That's Davante Adams. Hunter Renfrow on IR. Darren Waller on IR. Outside of Adams, we have what? Mac Hollins, Foster Moreau, and Keelan Cole. I mean, come on, dude. Like, even Derek Carr was legitimately in tears at his post-game presser following their loss to Jeff Saturday's Colts this week, and I don't blame him, right? He knows what's up. We know what's up. This Raider team has only one thing that they do well, and that is fold under pressure. The last time these two teams played in Week 4, the Raiders had home field advantage, and Derek Carr still only threw for 188 yards. Davante Adams accounted for an unsustainable 54.8% of those yards, now on the road with both both offenses in this game worse off than they had been at any point in this year. This game has a 41.5 point total. I think that the under is a stone cold lock, and right along with that, Derek Carr going 30 plus yards under this 245.5 line is going to be a big reason why. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Darnell Mooney over 48.5, Daniel Jones 185.5, and under on Derek Carr 245.5. There were some really good props on Prizepicks this morning for the Buffalo-Cleveland game. They have been taken down, but I'm still going to be on the lookout for those. If you guys want to tail anything, in regards to that when they get put back up, assuming that they haven't gotten bumped incredibly, feel free to hop in the Discord. We are always talking Prizepicks, always talking DFS down there. So if you guys are interested, it's a free Discord channel. You can join that. Link to do so is in the show notes to this video. That's going to be it, guys. Happy Taco Tuesday. Let's stay profitable. Have a great day.